is coming pretty soon. So, I imagine most of you remember the story of Pinocchio. Originally an Italian tale, told of a woodworker named Geppetto, a carver, who lived alone as a widow. He and his wife had no children, and out of love, he carves a puppet, a boy, a child. And this child is given life, but is still a wooden puppet. But Geppetto has a promise for this child that if this child, this wooden puppet Pinocchio, will not live a good life, he will become a real flesh and blood boy. Now, Pinocchio has the deepest of desires to become a real flesh and blood boy. He really does. And he's got this friend, Jiminy Cricket, who is always trying to tell him the right thing to do. But there are these other voices. And Pinocchio just seems to always get lured by them, and when he gets in trouble, he's encouraged by those other voices. Just tell a lie, you'll get away with it. Except every time he tells a lie, his nose grows, and everybody knows it's a lie, and he's that much farther away from his desire to become a flesh and blood boy. And then one day, much as he's promised Geppetto that he will go to school and learn his lessons in the hope that one day he might become a full-fledged flesh and blood boy, this invitation to join the circus comes along. And Pinocchio, despite the warnings of Jiminy Cricket, goes along with some of his friends and joins the circus that takes them to this island where they are trapped and deserted. Geppetto, all worrying, goes searching for Pinocchio, ending up in his search getting swallowed by a huge whale. Pinocchio manages to escape from the island only to find that his father, Geppetto, has been swallowed by this whale. Pinocchio goes out of his way to make sure he will be swallowed by that same whale, so that he and his father could find a way out, even if it means Pinocchio giving up some of his wooden limbs to build a fire that might cause the whale to sneeze them out. But of course, Pinocchio in the end does not have to sacrifice any of himself. Aside from the risk of ending up in this whale, they are both freed from the whale, and a spirit known in Walt Disney terms as the Blue Fairy grants Pinocchio the gift to become a flesh and blood boy. So now you understand the gospel today, right? This Sunday of the Good Shepherd is as much about us as the sheep as it is about the shepherd. We're told this day of this sheepfold, sheep brought together because there is greater safety in numbers, but there needs to be some sort of fence or wall because sheep just have this tendency to stray off on their own. And so the shepherd kind of builds this enclosure, and there's a gate. In fact, it's often in that open gateway that the shepherd sleeps at night so that no one can get in to disturb the sheep without the shepherd being the first to take a risk to protect them. And so thieves and marauders will come jumping over the wall in an attempt to get the sheep out. And you know what? It seems that often those sheep are lured by those temptations. Why is it we always have to use the gate? Why can't we just jump over the wall? And if we can't do it on our own, well, if there's someone willing to help us, then why the heck not? Despite the warnings of the gatekeeper, those sheep sometimes let themselves be led over the wall, only for the shepherd to have to go out searching for them to bring them home. We are the sheep, we are told this day. And despite all the many temptations that have led us outside the place of safety, Despite all the times we have given in to things that lead us farther from being real, despite their promises to somehow fulfill our deepest hopes and desires. Despite all of that and the knowledge that even if we made our firmest promise from this day forward, we would never stray again, we probably can't completely keep that promise for 24 hours. And yet, we are created by a Father out of love, who wants children to love, sons and daughters to love, wanting us to be real flesh and blood, all of whom we were meant to be. Sending us the voice of His own Son to be our guide, to encourage us on the right way, to pull us away when we're going off the path, and to find us and pick us up and heal us when straying off the path leads us to injury and hurt. We are those to whom God sends a Spirit that again and again offers us the possibility of being real flesh and blood people, of living in that pasture where we are safe and completely ourselves. And knowing that even when we give in from time to time to the temptation to jump the fence, to go by another way, in those moments, Jesus will be seeking us out to bring us home. The other part about this gospel is that we are not only given a Father who loves us, a Lord who seeks to guide us by word and example, a Spirit who seeks to bring us alive, but we are given one another. To encourage one another to stay within the walls, to be there for one another as we gather each week to strengthen and encourage one another, to do the best we can, to believe that this is the right path, that like Pinocchio, when we take that risk for another, we become not less, but more of who we are meant to be. And to lift one another up when we have strayed, to be, as Pope Francis tells us, always a place of welcome, a field tent, where we ourselves find our wounds healed and reach out to bring in, welcome in all those who need the healing, the love, the comfort we can offer them. And so, Courtney Paisley, this is what we celebrate with you this night. This is the promise we make to you this night, that we will be there for you, that we will be there to encourage you, to guide you, to comfort you, and yes, to forgive you when need be, to help you to know that here you are safe. Here you can be your fullest and best self. Here you are always welcome and will find all